Hello, this is Matthew from SkiddyGaming back for another review. This one is on Spiderman Shattered Dimensions for the PS3.
So what are you going to talk about first, Matthew?
Well, I'm going to talk about this here menu. It is easy to access this menu. They have your simple basics if you want to continue your game from the last save point. Your level select menu. You also have a bonus gallery in which you can view your unlocked movies, concepts of art. You can view all the things that you have unlocked previously.
Okay.
And you can also view your credits, character bios, movies. It's all in the bonus menu. You can also change your character's suits from here. Also, in this menu, there is access to character upgrades and combat upgrades. Through the Web of Destiny, you can look at what challenges you've already completed and how much money you've gained off of that.
Okay. Do you find it useful to upgrade your character?
Yes, it is very useful, especially in the final levels, because once you get into the final levels, it gets way too hard for your old stuff.
Okay.
And then with all of that, I'm going to need to tell you a bit about the characters of the game. There is many levels. There is 14 of them. The first one is the tutorial, which the game is very easy to learn how to play. You can learn how to play it very easy. They show you how to press all the buttons. Once you get into the first level, they continue to show you what to do.
Who's the first guy?
The first character is Craven the Hunter, which that one is probably one of the easiest levels of the game, being the first one. Then after him is Hammerhead. This is one of our stealth levels, which you can only sneak up behind people and take them out stealth. If you alert them, you can't beat them. That's one complaint.
Okay.
You can't take them down any other way. Then there is the Hobgoblin. He's still cool. He still has the same weaponry, but is different from the Hobgoblin you see on TV.
Okay.
Then there's Electro, pretty much same deal. He's still got his electric powers. And this level I'd say is a bit harder. And in this one I'd say there's too much saving civilians. That one gets a little annoying. And then there's Sandman. This one is probably the most challenging level in the game. It's very challenging, very hard to beat. People who like a challenge, this would be a good level for you, even on easy mode. Then there's the Vulture, another stealth level, which in this one, you have to be even more stealth than in Hammerhead. I mean, if you're spotted in this one, you're dead, even on easy. They have way more guys to kill in here. And the boss battle for Vulture is much harder than the one for Hammerhead.
Okay.
And then this next one is Scorpion. He's one of my favorite boss battles. Scorpion was my favorite because there's a lot of action in this level. A lot of fighting. You have two different groups of bad guys, and they often get into fights with each other. It's a very great level. Actually, this was one of the best levels I'd played in the game. Then there's Deadpool. He owns a show called Pain Factor. This was another one of my favorite levels. He was hard to beat in the first battle, but it got a bit easier in the second one. Some of the parts in there, I'm not going to tell you which, but they were very hard and hard to beat. A bit frustrating. And then there's the Juggernaut. This one was a level which had a lot of fighting in it. Like, you couldn't stop fighting. A bit too much, maybe, fighting. You're running around in there and he's chasing you around. You never stop fighting, pretty much.
Okay.
Then there's the Green Goblin. Different than he looks in the movies. Much different, but still same deal. He has all of these weird goblin ways of doing things. Still has his same goblin gas and still acts like a crazed goblin. And then there's Dr. Octopus, and this one, he's actually a she.
What?
Yeah, you wouldn't actually be thinking of that. Doc Ock is a girl in this one, which is very weird for this game. Then there's Carnage. He's another one of my favorites. The Carnage you fight in the ultimate level, second last at all the levels, very hard to beat, especially when he makes zombified shield agents come at you. They swarm you, and it's pretty hard to get up. A bit frustrating when it happens, but still a very fun, exciting level. Then last but not least, there's Mysterio. Very hard level. Mysterio wanted all the tablet pieces and was still out searching for them and became so powerful with the pieces that he found. He basically became ginormous and all Spider-Men were forced to come together to defeat him.
And that's the story, right?
Yep.
You have to try and get those tablet pieces?
Yep, there's many pieces of the tablet. There's one per level. Each
Okay.
boss has one.
Okay. Could you show us an example of one of the levels?
I would like to do that, yes. You can also from here access if you want to play it on easy, normal, or hard level.
Okay.
With easy level, it's easy. If a gunman is to shoot you, you only lose the tiniest bit of life. In normal, if a gunman shoots you, you lose half your life instantly. And in hard, you'll basically have like a tiny dip of life left if you're shot.
Okay.
So then, through here, you can also get into your levels. The level select menu is also useful for replaying old levels and changing what level you played on, easy, medium, or hard.
So anytime you want to, you can jump back to an old level and replay it?
Yeah,
Excellent.
as long as you've unlocked it.
So what level is this?
This is the Carnage level, which in this one, you basically walk around and sometimes you might even bump into a few surprises, such as the one that just hit the window. And then usually they show you starting video, which they are about to show.
How do you find the graphics in this game?
The graphics are very good in this game, but they're best, like in other games, when in the cutscenes. They get sloppier outside of the cutscenes, but they're still very good.
What could they do to improve the graphics?
Well, they could probably zoom in on the enemies more, so you can actually get more detail. That was a problem. You can't even see the enemies very well. They look sort of like blotches.
What about the audio?
Well, with the audio, the music is good and keeps the game going. But first of all, there is much too much repeating in this game. The characters repeat the same jokes over and over and over. Probably one of the biggest problems this game has.
Is there any online or multiplayer?
There is no online or multiplayer, which means this game won't last as long as most games will.
What do you think about young kids playing this? Is it suitable?
Yeah, it is very suitable. I'd say actually for kids that are at least like 7 and up, because some of these parts for younger kids maybe scary. I mean, like zombies attacking and stuff, maybe scary to kids 6 and under.
Okay.
Get away from me, please.
But there's no blood or no swearing?
There is no blood or no swearing in this game.
Excellent. And the different Spider-Man characters, there's 4 of them, right?
Yep,
And they all have their own abilities?
yep. Such as this one with the Ultimate Spider-Man in the black suit. You can use his rage mode to turn him into basically Venom. And then in the 99 Spider-Man, you can use him to slow down the enemy's movements with a slower vision and have more time to attack.
I noticed in some of the levels, it's like cartoon, like a comic.
That is in the Amazing Spider-Man levels. They are comic graphic.
So that's pretty cool. You got 4 different types of Spider-Man and 4 different kinds of environment.
Yep, all environments are different from the rest. And as I said earlier, sometimes the gameplay is different. Like rescuing hostages. That time when you're rescuing hostages, it gets a bit annoying. It's a complaint
Yeah.
for me.
What's your overall score for this game?
My overall score for this game is a 7. I'd give it a 7 of 10.
Okay. So for next time they make a game, what should they improve?
They should make sure that they don't repeat the jokes as much and they have a multiplayer and online play.
Excellent. Well, thank you, Matthew. What do you want to say to your bloggers?
Well, I would like to say goodbye from SkiddyGaming. Log on, subscribe, and come back for more reviews.